All right, y'all, welcome back finally to another 3-star my bag. This one's going to be featuring the bag of DGV player MillaTK. So a little background to that name is pretty cool. So Milla's kind of a play on his last name, and then MillaTK is kind of a nickname that he's gone by and used for his gamer tag, but it basically stands for Milla the Killer. So I thought that was pretty cool. MillaTK. So we're going to take a look at his bag. I'm excited to throw this bag. If you guys know me and know the discs I like, you're going to see his bag and realize that it shouldn't be too hard to adjust and get used to his bag pretty quick. He wanted me to do Champions Landing, either one of the MPO layouts. So I'm going to do the MPO layout 2024 because I haven't played that yet in Challenge the World. So we're going to try to get that 18 under for him. But first things first, let's take a look at his bag. There you go. His bag's up top. Mine's on the bottom. I still need to get my hands on a Light Glide Paradigm because I still don't have one. So I think that's the only disc that he has in his bag that I don't have the mold for. So I subbed it with a Light Glide Captain. But we'll start with his putters. He's got the Hope Harp combo. Awesome combo. Again, I've said multiple times, I kind of wish I learned on the Hope instead of the Pure, but too late now. But I play pretty well with the Hope, so always excited to see the Hope in the bag. The Fuse and the Warship combo, awesome. I'm not as good with the Fuse as I am with the Svea, but I can still hold my own with it. The Musket Vandal, you guys know I love that Vandal. Musket I've never bagged, but I'm still pretty familiar with the Flight. So he's got 2 rolls there. We talked a little bit. He's got the roll musket and he's got a roll sapphire now, so he's thinking about switching that roll musket out for something else. I suggested maybe like a water skip fairway. I know lots of players are using a water skip fairway for lots of different holes and finding some good utility for it, so that's one thing I recommended to him. He's got the skip sapphire, the glide sapphire, and then his distance drivers. He's got the glide skip rive, the roll rive, the water skip rive, and then he's got the Enigma and then the Light Glide Paradigm. So really no issues with his drivers, no real issues with his bag. I mean, it's an awesome bag. Definitely can do some damage with this bag. I personally have a hard time getting rid of my Light Glide Rive just because it can do things on a couple holes that none of the other Light Glide discs can do. So that's the one thing I feel like he's missing, but definitely manageable. And then the other thing I noticed, we kind of talked about it as well, he doesn't have much in between like the 5 speeds and then the higher speed like the 10s and whatnot. So maybe I just love my Explorer. I feel like it covers a gap there that he has right now. So that would be another option for a replacement for the Musket if he does take it out, since there's a lot of similarities between the Sapphire and the Musket. Would be some sort, maybe an Explorer, Instinct, some other 7-speed river, but really I'm just being nitpicky. This is a great bag. Not much that he needs that he doesn't have, not many shots that you can't do with this bag. So great bag. I'm excited to try it out on Champions Landing MP Layout 2024. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can get that 18 under. Definitely going to try with this layout. I'm going to try to get that eagle on the first hole. So anytime you're going for an 18 under or a 3-star, if you can get the ace or the eagle on the first hole, it's easy to restart, get a good win, whatever you got to do. It's going to give you some cushion down the line to get that score you're going for. So definitely going to grind out that first hole for the eagle. That way I just have that 1-shot cushion going into the rest of the holes. So here we go. All right, so again, he wanted Champions Landing, MPO layout. He said either MPO layout, so we're going to do 2024. Since I haven't done that one, as you can see, I'm just checking the disc that you can get by getting 3 stars, but we're going for that -18. And just checking the badges. There you go. That's the disc that we'll get as long as we shoot -18. That sweet Defender. Hopefully we can get her done. 3-star is 14 under, but we're going to go for 18 under. So again, we're going to grind this first hole for eagle. I love that he's got the Enigma in the bag. This is a great wind for it. So this is my normal aim point for the Enigma. I'm going to not quite put as much anhyzer. I usually put a disc of anhyzer with this in like a calm wind, and it just perfectly shoots straight down the middle. I just love how long this disc stays straight. This gets a little close, but not too concerning there. And then from here, I think we'll throw it again with this left to right wind, throw it on a backhand, and try to just kind of hug the barriers on the right side of the barriers and hope for some good luck. There's always the putting green you got to worry about and trees, but this finds its way through. So this was the only hole that kind of pre-recorded just to make sure I get the eagle. But now we're going to do live. Get the eagle. Start off good. We got that one shot cushion. And let's move on and hopefully keep this thing going. Hole number 2. We got a nice one left to right. So this is a wind that I usually throw the Light Glide Rye. We got the Light Glide Captain, so I feel even more confident this isn't going to fade back OB. I just like to throw it straight over the trees. I don't have to worry about flexing it or having a dead skip OB or anything. It's just straight over the trees. The Light Glide usually carries just fine. You can see the Light Glide Paradigm or Captain does as well. This would be his Paradigm, but it's a great line. Unless you have a big headwind or something, or a big right to left crosswind, I usually throw it over those trees. I'm not trying to get down there too far. I'm not going to eagle this hole. I'm just going for birdie on this hole every time. So that's a great line over the top of the trees, and we get our birdie. Hole number 3, another par 3. This one I play a little differently depending on the wind. I thought about going backhand here, but I want to show this line. This is the water skip Rive, and this is the line I'll usually throw, just nice out and wide, and just let it kind of work its way fading back towards the basket. This is a little, I almost didn't do this once I saw that wind, just because 4 winds, man, you never know. That was a little nervous. You never know what 4 winds are going to do. They just have so much impact on the disc. So I almost threw a backhand like Sapphire or Skip Sapphire, but I still decided to go with that. This one, I like to go Skip Sapphire on a backhand. It doesn't quite usually get all the way down, but it gets down far enough to where I have a pretty easy birdie. And anytime I can throw an accurate disc, that's my preference. So that's what I went with here. And we get a decent skip, not a great skip, and it's a little off to the left. So we got 74 feet left. Let's see if we can knock this in. Again, I love the Hope, man. It's just so straight. It's a great disc for throw-ins. I forgot to ask him if he uses the Fuse or the Hope more. I'm probably going to revert to the Hope because I know it better than the Fuse. But I feel bad if I'm throwing it instead of the Fuse when that's his primary throwing disc. This is the Glide Skip Rive. The Enigma probably would work great here. I just am familiar throwing this line with the with the Skip Rive, and I wanted to try to get this eagle, but it's going to be hard to do. 165. We got a good look. Again, I usually like to ask what people's throw-in discs are and go with that the whole time, but I forgot to, and we're just going to go with the Hope for most of my throw-ins. 165. It's not going to fade as much as the Pure. That's just one thing I always have to remember with this disc. See if we can get this close. Be nice to pick up another eagle. Oh man, it was online too. Just didn't quite give it enough oomph. All right, we got a solid round going though. We're 6 under after 5. Not too shabby. Next hole is just kind of a typical easy routine par 3 with a Glide Sapphire. I aim a little more right than I usually do just to stay away from these bushes with that right to left wind we got. It's going to be a little short, but that's better than long on this hole. 55 feet. Aim out to the right a little bit. Not as much as I usually do with the Pure, but we get that dead center with the Hope. All right, hole number 7. This one, I think I'm going to actually go with the Enigma rather than that wide route that I normally take with the glide skip drive is just risky because you get a dead skip and you can end up OB. The nice thing about the Enigma is it's going to stay straight, and I can throw this more direct line, and a dead skip still keeps me in bounds. So we got a great skip here. We got a good chance at getting this Eagle 151. Got to remember that it's uphill. You're probably going to play like 165. So try to keep that in mind. It doesn't look uphill, but I always have to remind myself. Oh, drop. Dang, man. That probably would have gone with the pure. Just did not fade at all. I'm just not quite as used to it, but I do pretty well with the Hope, but some of those farther throw-ins I don't quite do as well, just I'm more used to the flight of the pure. This one, we're just going to play this nice and safe with the Sapphire off the tee. And hopefully this stops fading, cutting it a little close. Stop. Oh, that one had me a little nervous. Second shot, you can easily just go Sapphire again and be just fine. I like to not get too risky unless I really need a stroke, but I like to throw my water skip disc on a forehand, put it out there a little bit. It just bites off a little more distance on this second shot, and then it gives me kind of a small chance at least to throw it in for eagle, but I don't have to get overly aggressive and throw like a long shot for an eagle. It's still a very safe second shot, but I like at least opening the door for a possible eagle without assuming a ton of risk. So we're going to try the fuse here. Oh, man. You can tell I'm just not very good with the fuse. I wanted to go Warship there, but I was worried about the miss long and left and going OB, so that's why I decided to go with the fuse. A safe miss, but I was nowhere near the basket, unfortunately. This one, par 4, it'd be nice to get an eagle look. This is a hole I wish I had the Enigma or the Paradigm, because it's nice just to have a more straight kind of pullback and have a nice straight flight. Oh, stay left. Dang it. Oh, I hit the tree. Needed just a touch more turn on that, and we might have got out there with the look, but we're just going to throw this harp. One of the reasons I love the harp. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Oh, what a mistake, man. I just got way too lackadaisical there and just wasn't really paying attention. Put way too much hyzer on that and basically carved it right into the tree, off the tree OB, and we get a par. So that's why I wanted that cushion on hole 1. So now we're 9 under after 9. We got no more cushions, so we got to make sure we get birdies on all these holes. Probably should play this one safe, but we're going with the Enigma. See if I can redeem myself from the beating Bam comp when I screwed this hole up. And I want to turn this, make sure I turn it enough. No, same stupid thing. Shoot, at least I missed the trees. Get out there. Got out in the open, so we're going to be okay. But man, this hole's been eating me up lately. Just can't. I do better with the skip or the skip Rive and do like a big old flex shot. We're just going to throw a nice easy Vandal up there. Oh man, that wasn't very good. Usually I'm right on target with the Vandal. That one not so much, but we get the birdie. 10 under after 10. We're still on target to get that 18 under, but we got to make sure we don't make any more mistakes. This one I like to go, I think I'm going to go backhand with that skip Sapphire. These nice looking discs that Fergie designed for the events that the tips page puts on. 70 feet with the Hope, straight as an arrow. Ooh, a little high there, but stayed in. And we are now 11 under after 11. Let's keep this rolling. We got it right to left, so I got to be careful here, but I do like to throw like a backhand flex with the Glide Sapphire on this. Just get the distance I need. The forehand just falls a little too short, even though it's safer. So I just like to make sure I put enough turn, and that worked out perfectly. Got a nice easy putt from 28 feet for the birdie. And we are now 12 under after 12. What's that, 7 holes to go? All right, this one I like to go light glide rive, but I don't have that, so we're going light glide captain. Keep it nice and straight. Come on, fade. Light glide paradigm would have been even better, but that worked out perfectly. Always surprising when a captain flies the way it's supposed to. Get another birdie, 13 under after 13. This one, big difference in this layout is this plays as a par 5 instead of a par 4. I think the distance is the same. I'm not real sure. I need to check that. We're going backhand though in this wind with the Enigma. Another hole that the Enigma can come in handy. Get down. Oh, why didn't I aim lower? You idiot. So I missed opportunity there. Probably could have had a decent shot at eagle had I thrown a better shot off the tee. We're going to just throw this glide skip rive. Try not to make it turn too much. I don't want to be on the right side of the fence, but I don't want to hyzer out too early and go OB. Oh, this looks good. Big skip. Nice. Don't get over the barrier. All right. Not bad. We got a look. 108 headwind. I don't have to worry too much about it going long, so we can definitely give this a run. Come on, Hope. Get it. Yes. Nice. We get a nice bonus stroke. We already lost the other one, so now we got a little bit of a cushion. We can afford to make one more mistake. Hopefully we don't. This one, man, last time I played it, I threw the roll rive, and it flipped up and rolled OB, so I'm trying to learn my lesson. This is the skip sapphire. I don't like the fact that I need a good skip to get me pretty close, but I got the good skip, and it worked out well for me there, and I didn't have to worry about it rolling and going OB left. That glide roll rive is nice, but sometimes it's unpredictable. What do we got? Ooh, not a big fan of that wind. So I would typically go forehand light glide rive here, but let's try this light glide captain out. I think it should still, I'm going to throw the water skip. I'm just worried about it not having enough. So in case I fall short, hopefully it skips on up, but I think it might have the distance. Get up, go, no, oh, well, that plan backfired. At least we get a decent drop, but man, I was thinking if it wasn't going to be enough, it would still skip up off the water, but I thought it would carry the whole way, so I'm glad I got that eagle. We needed that cushion again. Got another par. Now we got a birdie out. 2 more holes to go. Tough wind here, another 4 wind, but we do have the Enigma in the bag, so I think maybe a touch of anhyzer, probably not much. Uh-oh. Come back. Oh. That one, I was a little more aggressive than I was trying to. Didn't really want to go that aggressive. I'm only 266 out. I wish I kind of had my Explorer right here. And this is one of the shots where I feel like there's just a gap that he's missing, as I talked about earlier. Trying to decide what I want to throw here. Let's just throw the Vandal. Just power down. Oh man. Another Vandal that wasn't thrown very well. Thought that would turn a little more. Still get the birdie though. 1 more hole to go. We get the birdie. We get 18 under. Let's see what the wind's doing. I might get too aggressive. Oh, yuck. Look at that wind, man. I'm worried about just making it in bounds with that huge 4 headwind. I'm a little nervous now, especially throwing this stupid disc. Light glide captain. Probably should throw a water skip rive, but we're just gonna put some hyzer on it. Come on. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Very pleased with that shot. 503. Now it's kind of a tailwind. Do I have to go for this? All right, par 5. I just need birdie for 18 under. No guts, no glory. It's hole 18. I really don't want to start over. I feel like this is really doable here. That forewind's gonna, oh, turn, turn, turn. I'm used to the gold water skip. Ah, please drop me right there. Whew. All right. A little too aggressive. Almost cost me the 18 under. But we're able to get that. It goes in. There you go, guys. There's a fun up and down 18 under for Champions Landing. MPO 2024. Let's check out the disc that we earned. And there's 3-star my bag. That was a fun one. Had me nervous on that last hole. Probably played way too aggressive, but couldn't resist. Chance at eagle, gotta go for it. Especially when you're recording. Wait a second. I didn't get the disc. Why didn't it give me that disc? Ah, what a bummer. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you want me to 3-star your bag. I got a few in line, but I want to get back into the rhythm of this. If I've already talked to you, you already sent me your bag, but I haven't done it yet, reach out to me again, just so I'm tracking. I still need to do yours. If you still want me to and you haven't reached out yet, send me a screenshot of your bag and we will go from there. But as always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.